Meanwhile, Amnesty International has condemned the alleged threats and intimidation faced by Ushe Oguamaye, a Lagos-based National Youth Service Corps member, after she posted a viral TikTok video criticizing President Bola Tinubu's government over Nigeria's worsening economic conditions. The young lady's video, which called out Tinubu's leadership and highlighted issues like inflation and poor sanitation in Lagos, led to her receiving threats from NYSC officials. Amnesty International stated that Ushe was exercising her right to peacefully express his discontent, urging the government to focus on addressing the economic crisis instead of silencing critiques. The incident has sparked a national debate about free speech and government attempts to suppress dissent. And now joining us from Abuja to deepen this discussion or conversation, we're joined by Peter Ame, who's a public affairs analyst. Mr. Ame, many thanks for joining us. We appreciate you for coming on. I'm just going to get started, shall we? And the Nigerian online space has been abuzz with an outpouring of conversations about this now viral video. But looking at the facts, was the young lady at fault in any way? Was she wrong to have what she's done with the video?
No, she's not wrong. You see, what most of the people who are in charge of our bureaucratic management of institutions do not really understand what the Constitution says about freedom of expression, freedom to hold opinion, and freedom to impact same opinion without any level of interference. That is captured in Section 39 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. So it is very important that these people must understand that she has used her constitutional right to freely express how she feels about the state of affairs of this country. And in any kind of society where people are not allowed to have free expression, which is one of the foundational principles of democracy, then that we are leading into a dictatorship state. So I think it is unfair, and that's why you can see condemnation from every quarter, and people supporting and saying she has not done anything wrong and should be allowed, to enjoy her freedom as a youth corper who is suffering from the current misadministration and mismanagement of the current administration.
Someone said earlier that the latest video that should have happened would have been was to provide a response to Shea's queries. If we may call it that for a moment, why is the system rather bent on having her just close her mouth?
The system, people don't, like I said, people don't know where it is to serve the Federal Republic of Nigeria or where it is to be loyal to people who superintend over the affairs of the country. They have merged the two together, and they don't know where the loyalty to country starts and ends, and where loyalty to management or leadership of an institution or organization or a country is supposed to start and end. And so they have merged these two together, which is causing them to trample upon the fundamental rights of citizens. Our video is within our right. Our video has not undermined anybody's right or gone against the constitution of Nigeria. What she has really expressed is an opinion and something she's expressing as a Nigerian. And as a Nigerian, what the government and a chief executive officer is expected to deliver is good governance by executive management of our resources. And if these things are not trickling down to the ordinary Nigerian, they hold that same that right to be able to say it, is voicing these things out. Because if more Nigerians are courageous enough to be able to speak out about the unfair economic environment, the unfair political environment, and they're able to speak out, I think government will be able to listen more. If you have a system where dissent and freedom of speech is now seen as a crime, then it is a dangerous descent into dictatorial tendencies, and that should not be condoned by well-meaning Nigerians. And we must be able to look at it, that what this young girl is saying is not something that is out of the ordinary. It's what everyday Nigeria, including myself, experienced. The cost of living has gone up, and the expenditure that people carry on a daily basis, it has become more difficult for families to feed comfortably, for families to have their ends meet. Because of that, a lot of people might not have the access or the courage that she has had, and I think she should be commended for that courageous expression of her opinion.
Now, one of the things that she raised that has now come to the fore with this viral video is the allowances that the NYSC core members receive. And now, only recently, the NYSC have appealed to core members to bear with them about their inability to pay the approved 77,000 naira. How then is it difficult to understand the pain that comes with lack of money for a young person of Ushe's age? For example, and many of them have to leave their home base and go to another state. They have to take care of transportation, accommodation, and the rest for 1 year. Your take?
I think those in government, it is obvious to everybody that those in government knows that 33,000 naira cannot take anybody home or take care of a young person who has, like if you watch a previous video by the youth corps, you will find out that it is her first time in Lagos, away from family, away from friends. The NYSC scheme, it was not meant for people to tighten the belt or up to the point of death. It was meant for people to come and experience different communities and learn more about Nigeria and then interact more. It is meant to gain more experience for young people. So what is there is the fact that the government had already pronounced 77,000 naira since last year or so, and is here to implement it. And this is why I talk about lack of priority for government spending, because government is supposed to be responsible to the welfare of its citizens. If government is living, on a luxurious lifestyle, buying vehicles for National Assembly, paying money for new vehicles and all that for the presidency, and buying kitchen utensils every year, and will not be able to look at the welfare of the ordinary citizen, that they will care, they will take care of themselves. Look at the bag of rice today is over 90,000 naira. Look at how to buy a chicken or an egg today, a crate of egg, how much it costs. So how do you expect these young people to survive away from home? How do you expect 33,000 to care for them or to take them around transportation for where they are working to where they reside? So it is not something that can we should all speak up and then ask government to review this immediately. I don't think it's bad for people who are doing a service to the nation to earn something that within the range of 150,000 naira for a start, so that they will be able to do this thing from a comfortable zone. Why do we pay senators so much? Why do people pay senators every year for furniture allowance? Why do we pay all this, yet ordinary citizens cannot get proper welfare for themselves?
All right. Mr. Peter, I must say thank you for taking out the time to join us. Very insightful takes that you've had. We appreciate you for coming on. Mr. Peter Ahmed is a public affairs analyst, giving us a bit of insight following the now viral video from the core member, Ushe. Once again, thank you.